Hi everybody, this is Dr. Una. I am the CEO of Ivy League Pediatrics, but most importantly, I am here to help you accomplish your goals, become more productive so you can live your best life yet, okay? All right, so I was thinking the other day, right, when presidents of the United States first start their term, there's this whole big hula baloo about what they do in the first 100 days. So, everybody wants to know what they do in the first 100 days. What did they do? But that's good for the president of the United States. I'm the president of my own life. You're the president of your own life. So the question becomes, with a brand new year coming, what is our statement going to be like in the first 100 days? So I didn't use 100, I used 90. But in the first 90 days, in the first quarter, if I'm going to be evaluated by the public, what am I going to be able to tell them that I did in the first 90 days? And I think that's a really unique way of thinking, because if you think about it, there's this whole thing of, yay, it's a new year, it's going to be my best year. But the truth of the matter is nothing magical happens on December 31st. If we don't change anything, then nothing's changing. It's going to just be a repeat of the same. I heard someone say, someone said, oh, I have 10 years experience. And the person was like, no, you have 1 year experience 10 times. So we don't want to do the same thing over and over again, because we're going to get the same results. So the question becomes, what is your plan for the first 90 days in office in 2019? So what I did is I created this little thing, like 21 things I'm going to do in the first 90 days in office. And you can use mine, you can adapt it for what matters to you. But the thing is, we have to decide what that's going to be. It has to be congruent with the goals that we have for the entire year. But what that will do is it helps you start in with tunnel vision, like I'm going to get this stuff done. It helps you focus. It helps you waste less time, because you realize I'm on a mission. In 90 days, I'm going to have to give a report of what I did. Okay. So I'll read out a few things I have on here. I have stick to a morning routine. And I'll talk about my morning routine in a completely different video. Pray every day, review my goals, journal every day, get my yearly physical done. Doctors are the worst patients ever, but adults are the worst patients ever, especially moms, right? Get your checkup done, run a 5K, learn a new language for 10 minutes a day. You do know that kind of stimulates your mind if you're learning things you do not know at all, right? Because it's out of your comfort zone. And I found a really cool website. It's called Duolingo. So Duolingo. And you can learn tons of different languages. It'll let you pick if you want to do it 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. It's really cool. So, do that every day. Attend a personal development event. Pay myself 10% from each paycheck. Declutter every room in my home. Break one toxic habit. Offer to mentor somebody. Write your obituary. It sounds very morbid, but the truth of the matter is it's really cool, because you can sit and go like, I lived till I was, 105, and somebody's reading at my funeral, and this is what they read about me. This is what my accomplishments were, my relationships, the lives that I touched, the legacy I left behind, the amount of money I left behind. It's really amazing, because what it does is it forces you to then go like, okay, so if I'm gonna have all that when I'm 105, what do I need to start doing today? Okay, so it's a really amazing thing to do. Attend a networking event and network, right? Because first of all, most people do not like to go for networking events. And then second of all, they're like, when they get there, they don't want to network. They want to make new friends, don't want to talk to strangers. And if you think about it, we've been taught that our whole lives. Don't talk to strangers, don't talk to strangers. And then when you get older, everybody says to be successful, you have to talk to strangers. So put that on there. Random acts of kindness every day. End one toxic relationship, if you have any of those. Now, this is really big. Aim for 1 hour less of screen time daily. So that could be TV, tablet, phone, computers. Now we even have fridges that connect to the internet. So whatever, but drop your screen time by 1 hour. And then share something positive on social media, right? Social media has become that place where there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of shaming, if you will. And a lot of people putting up a perfect persona that, everything is great and your life absolutely sucks. So people actually get depressed going on social media. I think there's a social media depression. So be that person who puts out, something positive if you're going to be on there. Anyway, if you're the kind of person who read 2 books a month or 4 books a month, you can put on there, I would have read 6 books, I would have read 12 books. I'm going to be reading 12 books. Run a 5K, I put that in there, already started training for it. So in the first quarter of the year, I should have that first one done. So those are just a couple of things that, not couple, 21 actually, things that I'm saying, before the end of the first quarter, these are going to be done. And so that I can say, so, first quarter will run from January the 1st till March the 31st. And by March the 31st, I can say, in my first 90 days in office, this is what I did. So I want you to do the exact same thing. One of the biggest things this will do for you is it will give you a new appreciation for time, right? You're looking at every 30-minute slot differently. You're looking at every hour differently. You're, the hour before you go to bed, you're like, hey, there are a number of things I can get checked off my list if I'll do this. It's what will push you to wake up 30 minutes earlier to get some stuff done. So it's a pretty good practice. So let's do it, okay? So January the 1st to March the 31st. And if you're watching this and you're like, shoot, it's January the 10th. It doesn't matter. Just take your 90 days from there. Whenever you start is when you start. It's better to start than to cry over spilled milk, okay? So just get it done. All right, so let's do it. And what I want you to do is I'm going to post a link. There's a link right below this video where you can go and you can click on the link and you get the same exact thing that I created. You can use that or you can adapt it. You can add some other things on there. So for instance, I don't have business goals and stuff on there. You can add that as well. I wouldn't make 100 things I would do in the first 100 days, but if you wanted to make it 25 or whatever, or substitute some of them, that's fine. You can do that as well. Okay. Now share the love. So share this video with a friend, share it with a colleague at work. In fact, share it with an enemy. It doesn't matter, but share it with somebody, have somebody join the challenge for you. Let's do it for 90 days. So again, I'm Dr. Una. You can find me on any of my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter as Dr. Drunachukwu. You can follow me there. I'd love to keep you motivated. Let's do this. And I really want to hear about what you did with your first 90 days in office. So thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time.